Assalamu alaikum, Adam and Bilal.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Are you going to finish answering my questions about the oppression of women?
Yes, that's why I came to see both of you today. What is the next question?
Well, my cousin told me that Muslim men are allowed to marry 4 women at the same time, but women can only marry 1 man at a time. He asked me, where is the justice and equality in Islam?
Wow, that's a great question.
Adam and Bilal, this is an easy question to answer, but it takes time to explain the details.
Okay, please tell us.
Firstly, you must understand that there is a nature of a man and a nature of a woman. They are different but equal.
Different but equal? How could they be different but equal?
Just as you wouldn't think of a fork to be superior to a spoon, or a spoon to be superior to a fork, we need them all, and they all have a purpose.
Oh, I understand that. That makes sense.
But how are they different?
And Allah said in Quran, but in Arabic, وَلَيْسَ ذَكَرُ كَالْأُنْثَى, which means that the male is not like the female. You will notice that the male in any family from the same parents is usually stronger than the females in that family.
Yes, that's natural.
Natural, but different. Even women can give birth to babies, but men cannot give birth to babies.
Yes, that's true.
True and different. Also, women are usually more emotional, sensitive, and loving than men. This makes them the best ones to nurture small children, to show them love and care. It is no accident that the baby is given to the woman in her stomach and not to the man in his stomach.
Yes, my mother is so loving, but my father is tough.
Yes, they are different but equal. Also, women naturally want one man until after they have been with many men. They are initially very shy too, until that is lost. On the other hand, men naturally want many women and are not shy. But that can change if a boy is born and raised only by his mother and is mostly around girls with no men as role models.
But some men say that they only want one wife. Some men can't afford to marry more than one wife, and some men physically can't marry.
Oh, yeah. What about those cases?
As I told you, there are many things that can make a man not want to marry, not be able to marry, or to only want one wife. A man doesn't have to marry more than one wife. We are only talking about the nature of the man right now. Don't you know men that have many girlfriends and babies by many different women? At the same time, don't you hear many women complaining about men cheating on them? Don't you find more women against polygamy than men?
Yes, I find more women against polygamy than men.
That's proof of the different natures of the men and the women. Men go after women. Men chase women. But women want to be chased by men. They have different natures. But even with men being polygamous in nature and women being monogamous in nature, men do not have to marry more than one wife. It is not easy to do, but Allah made it possible and made it permissible. So if permissible for certain reasons, and only if certain conditions are met, then it can be done.
What is polygamous and monogamous?
People who believe that people should only marry one person are monogamous, and people that believe in marrying more than one person at a time are polygamous.
What are the reasons Allah has made polygamy lawful, and what are the conditions?
Okay, let me explain. But this is more specifically in regards to polygyny, which is a man having more than one wife at the same time, not polyandry, which is a woman having more than one husband at the same time. Polyandry is forbidden in Islam.
So, where is the equality?
As I told you, women and men are different in nature. But more importantly, Allah has made the laws of polygamy in harmony with the nature of men and women, and a natural balance for a balanced and productive family structure.
Can you answer my question first and then answer Adam's question?
Sure, Bilal. Allah has made polygyny lawful because there are many women who are widows, divorced, and those that people don't want to marry for many reasons, such as not being able to have children, not considered attractive, no longer young, or who have physical defects and handicaps. Who will marry these women if young single men don't want to marry them?
I guess it would have to be the men that are already married.
That's correct, Bilal. Those are also the men that are financially established and have learned how to handle the responsibilities of marriage. Also, in many societies, the women outnumber the men due to wars and even due to the birth ratio. Polygyny is also a solution to this problem. In fact, the solving of this problem reduces the number of women inclined to have illegal relationships with men whom she cannot legally marry for one reason or another.
Well, now I'm seeing even more how Islam is the solution to so many problems in the world.
Me too.
Now, in regards to the conditions, a man cannot marry more than 4 women at a time. He must take care of them equally with the money that he spends on them and the time that he spends with them. If he cannot follow these rules, then he cannot marry even 1, 2, 3, or even 4 women. They must all have their own food, shelter, and clothing provided equally.
That's not easy to do.
No, it's not, but it must be done. And is better than a woman or man sneaking around and lying about his relationships. It is better than him having children that don't know who their father is. It is better than a woman chasing a man to get someone to help her with money. It is better than her begging or seeking government help. There are so many problems caused by people not accepting the laws of Allah.
I see what you mean.
Can you answer my question now?
I apologize, Adam, but I have to go now. I answered a lot of questions, but I'll have to meet with both of you tomorrow to answer the last part of your question, okay?
Okay.
Bilal, can you sing that beautiful song that you sang about women before?
Sure. Women are so special in Islam. A woman is the mother of every man. If you read Quran, you'll understand. Protection of the woman is Allah's plan. Responsibility of every man.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.